everybody, this is our astrology weather forecast for the 17th of October 2024, and we've got a wild supermoon in Aries today. Woohoo! Personally, I've been waiting for this one for like 18 months. This is the one that is so important, not just to me personally, but to the collective when it comes to healing our sacral chakra. Healing that masculine principle within ourselves. Coming to understand what is worth pursuing, what's worth chasing, and what is just ego gratification. What is worth balancing for, cooperating with, harmonizing with? A lot of people are going to find that they're coming up short this month. If they've made choices that are based on an incorrect or flawed sense of self. If we've picked the low-hanging fruit or we've settled, that will become apparent. Because we'll see that we don't have it all. And if we've chosen to reach for something that we may have to stretch for, we may have to grow for, we may have to develop for, because it brings out the best in us. It's not easy, but it's good for us. Then we see the results of those choices. Putting ourselves first. Putting our best foot forward when it comes to what we choose to pursue, because we see it offers us wholeness. We're not choosing it out of personal division. There is a beautiful unity that can occur for many of us today at this time regarding the masculine and feminine principles within us. Passive and aggressive, yin and yang. Beautiful, beautiful balancing of the scales. If we have gotten to where we are out of stepping on another, or disrespecting another, or denying another, or doing any of those things to ourselves, epiphanies occur regarding how what we have is built on a rotten, karmic foundation. Those who are coming to a place of being unified within themselves instead of looking outside of themselves for somebody else to complete them, for somebody else to represent the one and only. Those who have focused on becoming unified and whole and complete within themselves rather than partnering with what brings us the kind of ego validation that allows us to escape our spiritual purpose, our true calling, to put off the process of ascension. New moons bring a dissonance. I'm sorry, full moons bring a dissonance. New moons bring a wholeness. And out of the wholeness of the new moon on the 2nd, we have this realization of, is what I've chosen for myself good for me? Holistically. Some of us will find that it is. But if it was based on the mask, if the mask never fully slipped, so that you could reveal who you really are, you're with another imposter. And that is wholly unsafe. Because you don't feel safe within yourself. You've chosen somebody else who is also codependent, whining, needy, clinging, and unsafe. But it makes you feel good because they keep calling you back. They'll keep chasing you. They'll keep pursuing you because they want something from you. And it's not love, it's validation. Venus leaves the sign of Sagittarius today. I'm sorry, Scorpio, and enters Sagittarius. The sun is, by the way, conjunct to my Uranus today, so not as settled as I usually am. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth today. Venus leaving Scorpio and forming a sextile to Pluto gives us a chance to look at what's really deep. Not what is attractive because it brings struggle, because it brings drama. It keeps us riveted on it because it's dramatic. But we look at what is love really. Push-pull? Well, that'll go on forever. We'll never settle into equanimity. We'll never settle into cooperation. But it is exciting. Oh, it's so exciting. Push, pull, drama, 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 reaction, reaction, reaction. It's a distraction reaction. And we look at it seriously with the sextile to Pluto. Is this really worth my energy? What is worth my energy? How do I discern proper energy? This is a big one with everything that's going on, the discernment of energy. How do you discern the good from the bad? How do you feel it? How do you intuit it? How do you know? Without the mask talking, what's behind it? Discernment of the positive from the negative. You don't have that if your sacral chakra is not balanced. You'll be attracted to promiscuous, emotional, and sexual situations. Sell it to yourself as more, but it's just ephemeral. We look for depth with aspects between Venus and Pluto. And what's surface, it just doesn't satisfy. It's just temporary. It's a novelty. So we look for what's beneath, what's worth hanging on to, but not clinging in a desperate way that brings insecurity, pushes what we cherish away from us, holding something lightly, lovingly, because it's not meant for just you. It's not yours. It's shared. So Venus transits Sagittarius till the 11th of November. And this lightens things up here. We've got a pretty serious transit of Venus through Scorpio, where everything is looked at atomically. But we have more of a ease of enjoying each other's company with Venus coming into Sagittarius, exploring together, seeing what might be the best trajectory. With Venus in Scorpio, it's hard to look at things in a way where there might be an end. But with Venus in Sagittarius, it's easy to entertain relationships, adventures, projects, investments with the idea that, you know what, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it works out. If it's good for us both, it's good for us both. It's not, it's not. It's less of a focus on pinning something down so we can avoid the prospect of a loss or the end. So I'll be back later today talking extensively in detail about this full moon, everything that's involved, all the aspects that are involved. And let's keep in mind that if we don't put ourselves first, and not in a egoic, narcissistic way, but in an authentic, self-loving, compassionate way, if we do not put ourselves first, if we're people-pleasing, if we care more about the respect of others than our own self-respect, we cannot have authentic relationships. We cannot have relationships where respect comes first. So this is the balance point here between what I need and what I'm willing to do to balance with you. It'll be different for different people. That willingness is different. The ability is different. The capacity is different. We're looking at what have we got? What have we got to offer here? What have we got to offer? And take that leap. With Venus in Sagittarius, let's just see what happens.